Hi guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at how we can trade gold on the lower time frames. But before we go to the lower time frames, we're going to take a look at what has happened on the higher time frames, and I'll be starting with pivot analysis on the daily time frame. Price opened for today, being the 1st of August 2024, above the pivot line. This is the pivot line. This is first resistance. Now the first resistance is at 2463.54. Now price almost tested that level, but price dropped and almost tested the pivot line at 2433.69. Now either of two things might happen. One of two things might happen. Price might continue to drop and test 2433 before going up, or price might get to 2463.54 and then possibly break it to get to the resistance level. The resistance level is around here. That's around the 2480 level. But for now, price has been going up. We can see a low here, high, higher low, higher high. Now this is a higher low. Of course, we expect price to get to this bullish structural level, and a break of that structure, we might see price creating another high. But for now, price is attempting to find support at the pivot level. The pivot level is at 2433.69. A test of this pivot level, we might see price bounce. Of course, the pivot level is just about around this particular resistance. This particular point is a resistance point. You can see price pulling back, then breaking resistance, and what we are currently looking at is more like resistance. This resistance attempting to become support here for price to bounce up. Now, looking at the momentum of the candles, you can see that we have quite longer bullish candles on the right compared to what we have here. Just two bearish long candles, momentum candles, 1, 2. But here we've been having these three candles, 1, 2, 3, quite bigger than all majority of the red candles that we have here. Alright, so we can see that the momentum has increased on the bullish side, but what we are looking at is more like a retracement. Only time will tell which direction price might take. Now let's quickly look at what has happened on the monthly time frame. Alright, the month of July, quite chaotic, I would say. Very volatile due to events, happenings, war, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, more of war. Okay, price pushed up and formed a bullish candle, contrary to expectation. I was expecting price to end up with something like this, a candlestick with long wick, just like what we have here. Possibly the wick should be as long as what we have on this monthly doji candle for the month of June. But look at what happened for the month of July. Price closed almost at the top of the candle wicks, showing that the bulls are still around. So we might see some bit of retracement before price, breaks above this particular high. I'm talking about the 2483.80 level. But the month is still fresh. Today is the 1st of August, so we expect price to pull back a bit before going up. But that's that for the monthly candle. But the monthly chart shows that the bulls are still around. This was a bit of bears trying to come in and trying to claim authority, but for now, this particular month of July's candlestick has ruled that out, that the bulls are still around and price is gearing up to go for more upside. The ascending trend line still indicates that price tested here, and the bulls have refused to allow price to test any other part of the trend line, and still a strong momentum upwards. Strong momentum on the monthly chart, basically after the break of this range, break above this range on the monthly chart. Still looking at the monthly chart, you can see after the break of this particular range, the range spanned over how many years, like 2 or 3 years, the breakout, and then price has been going up. Price may continue to go up. Let's look at, we're still on the monthly chart. Let's look at what happened here. We have a break, and we might be expecting price to break further quite above 2550 level. Expect price to go more about 2550, possibly approach to 1600 level. But only time will tell how far that we go. But with respect to this particular length, I expect price to move to correspond with the same length over a period of time. That might take months, might take years, but the bulls are still strongly around. On the weekly time frame, you can see that prices, the bulls are marching on. That's the way I'm going to put it. Look at a break of this resistance area, price just like a retest, and the price has been going up. It appears as if price was going to drop. Look at ranging, but look at what's happened on the weekly time frame. This particular week, you can see how the bulls are pushing price up. Tomorrow is non-farm payroll data release from the US. We might see price test this particular trend line. But if that does not happen, then I will assume the bulls will continue to push price up. I will assume that this range, if price goes up, I will assume this range is done, and we will expect price to move in corresponding heights with respect to this. Where does that lead us? Let's see it on the monthly time frame. Well, it's still above 255, still above 255. In fact, like above 2600. So we expect price to continue to go up with respect to the weekly, the range on the weekly time frame. This particular impulse move, we expect the same to happen here. But only time can tell how event will unfold. But for now, bulls on the weekly time frame, particularly this week, bulls are still trying to push and close price above the range. If close above the range, we'll kickstart this. We might see a retest, then this movement might be kick-started. That's that for the weekly time frame. What else can we look at? If price is going to drop, we expect it to drop back to the range level at the lower range level is at 2300 level. We have this other block around here 2162. We have another block around there 2018, but these are way far to way distance from where price is right now. And for price to get to this level, we might expect that there's no more war in the world. No country is fighting. But since the inception of the Ukraine-Russia war, now we have Israel-Palestine war. Price of gold has been going up. More countries are putting their money in gold, running flight to safety, risk aversion, and all monies are going into gold. So we should expect price of gold to continue to go up. Now on the daily time frame, what do we have? We spoke about the daily time frame earlier on with respect to pivot analysis, and now we can see that on the daily time frame, with respect to what we can see here, we can see a test, a retest, and then price is attempting to go upwards. All right, but we might see a bit of drop. Might see price dropping a bit before breaking above this level. Right, like I said earlier, the structural levels are 2483 level. A break above this bullish structural level, we might see price continue to go up. But for now, we have trend lines in place, ascending trend line. So long as these trend lines are respected and price do not drop below this trend line, then the bulls will continue to have their way and price is expected to continue to go up. That's that for the daily time frame. Do we have other blocks on the daily time frame? Yeah, of course, other block has been printed here, 2386 on the daily time frame. That's where the demand is. Another one like a support at 2360. Another other block here, 2329. Another like support 2300 level. So so many supports, other blocks, demand levels below price for now. This is about the only resistance above price, and once it's breaking, the price is expected to continue to move upwards. On the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? We can see something like inverted head and shoulder pattern. Something like inverted head and shoulder pattern on the 4-hour time frame. This is the left shoulder. All right, this is the left shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. Let's put this with this particular color. Okay, this is the head, inverted head, and this is the right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. All right, and we can see that a break of the neckline. What's the neckline going to be this time around? Let's put the neckline to be this. Okay, let's say this is the neckline. A quite awkward head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern. We can see price gone up and retracing currently. Now we have this particular, on the 4-hour time frame, we have this particular order block here where buyers are stationed. Will price get to this level? Only time can tell. Let's zoom out and see. Okay, we have this particular trend line. Okay, now appears as if price is at the trend line. Whatever happens here might lead us down to this particular order block. There's also another order block on the 4-hour time frame here, and there's another one here. Okay, another one here. All right, and there's a support here. Now, so many stations, buyers are stationed all the way down, so the sellers might have quite some bit of difficulty before price can be pushed down. But for now, we have this high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we have this lower high,